Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda and today I wanted to share with you my last book haul of 2019. These are just the books I have accumulated basically since my last book haul, whenever that was. And I have them from a combo of places, one from Target, one from Amazon, and a couple from my favorite used bookstore. So I guess we'll just start with what's on the top here. I picked up the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle at Target. I've had my eyes on this book for a while, and I think it was a pretty good deal at Target, so I just decided to pick it up. I am probably going to be saving this for next fall, kind of around the spooky season, just because this is a bit of a mystery, but I also might try and fit this in sometime in the early part of 2019 when it's still winter, because I feel like this could be a good little winter read as well. The book I picked up from Amazon was Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I originally picked this up for the B&P book club read for November, but I never got around to reading it because I only finished 2 books in November and carried over 2 from November into December. So unfortunately I didn't get to discuss this with the group, but I did really like Margaret Rogerson's An Enchantment of Ravens, which I read earlier this year, so I do have some high hopes for this, even though I've heard a couple of mixed reviews about it. Basically what I know is there is a girl who works in a library with these grimoires, which are enchanted spell books, and they have a mind of their own sometimes, so she has to kind of keep them under control. There's also this guy that I think she has to partner with on something or other. I am really looking forward to getting to this book at some point. The next books I have are from my favorite used bookstore. 2 of them are Barnes & Noble paperback classic editions. The first I have is Beowulf, which I actually hauled earlier this year, and I think a Penguin Classic edition. And it was just a part of my last unhaul because I had mentioned that I found one in the Classics edition that I'm collecting. So this will be really interesting to read through. At one point I listened to like half of it on audiobook and I couldn't follow along. I didn't understand a single thing. So I think the epic poem would be a lot easier to read as a physical version. And I know the Barnes & Noble Classics editions have introductions and notes and things like that, so I think it'll help me kind of understand what's trying to be told here a lot more. Then the other Barnes & Noble Classic edition I found was The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, which I know is a movie that I haven't seen, but I think this will be really interesting to read. I think it's about aliens. Maybe, I don't really know, but I picked it up because it was a good price and Barnes & Noble Classic. So, and it's pretty short, so I think it would be a good read through as well once I figure out when I'm going to read it. The next book I picked up is a book I've had my eye on for quite a while, even though I have heard some mixed reviews about it, and that is The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. From what I have heard, it is about a tattooist who does tattoo the numbers onto the Jewish prisoners, and I believe a Jewish girl and him fall in love. I've heard that the author does take a few liberties with this book in just kind of creating an atmosphere, I guess, which probably wasn't what happened in Auschwitz, but I think it still has the potential to be an interesting story. So, and it's also really short, so I will be getting to this soon. And the last book I picked up is The Invasion of the Tearling by Erica Johansson, and I haven't read The Queen of the Tearling yet, but I did pick that copy up, which is a hardback copy in really good condition at my used bookstore, and I found this one there as well. So I figured I had to pick it up. I'm still waiting to find the third book, but I think I'm going to start this series next year and pick up the last one, because I've had that book on my shelf for a little while now, and I think I would like to finally get into this. So I don't know a whole lot of what this is about, but I've heard some decent reviews about it, and I think it'll be a really interesting read. So that's my kind of itty bitty book haul for this last portion of the year. I would love to know if you've read any of these books, and if you did, what your thoughts were on them, or if you also are picking up copies or trying to find copies, just anything like that. So I would love to chat with you down in the comments until my next video. Bye!